In M&A transactions, confidential and proprietary information such as financial information and important contracts often needs to be shared between buyers and sellers. One common way to protect the secrecy of confidential information given to another party is through the use of a non-disclosure agreement, which is sometimes also referred to as a confidentiality agreement. A confidentiality agreement, or CA, is a legally binding contract between the seller and each prospective buyer that governs the sharing of confidential company information. The confidential agreement is typically drafted by the seller's legal counsel and distributed to prospective buyers along with the teaser, with the understanding that the receipt of more detailed information is conditioned on execution of the confidential agreement. A typical confidentiality agreement includes provisions governing the following. Use of information. This states that all information furnished by the seller, whether oral or written, is considered proprietary information and should be treated as confidential and used solely to make a decision regarding the proposed transaction. Term. This designates the time period during which the confidentiality restrictions remain in effect. Permitted disclosures. This outlines under what limited circumstances the prospective buyer is permitted to disclose the confidential information provided, and also prohibits disclosure that the two parties are in negotiations. Return of confidential information. This mandates the return or destruction of all provided documents once the prospective buyer exits the process. Non-solicitation or no hire. This prevents prospective buyers from soliciting to hire or hiring target employees for a designated time period. Standstill agreement. For publicly listed sellers, this precludes prospective buyers from making unsolicited offers or purchases of the target's shares, or seeking to control, influence the target's management, board of directors, or policies. Restrictions on clubbing. This prevents prospective buyers from collaborating with each other, or with outside financial sponsors or equity providers without the prior consent of the target. This is to preserve and promote a competitive bidding environment.